Yep, it's another one of those videos. I'm ashamed to admit for the last year or so I've been using the same CPU cooler that came in the box with my GPU. But that all changes now. With the Enermax Liqtech 120X all-in-one liquid cooler, my computer will run quieter and cooler than ever before. Today we're going to look inside at the cooling performance, noise levels, and possibly CPU performance that comes out of the Enermax Liqtech 120X. Stay tuned to find out. Well, as always, let's take a look at the packaging. Your Liqtech 120X comes in a black box with red highlights. The box labels all of its features and specifications. On the front and back, there is a list of compatible CPU socket types. For Intel, this includes LGA 775, 1150, 1155, 1156, 1366, and 2011. For AMD, this includes AM2, AM2+, AM3, AM3+, and FM1 and FM2. Now looking at this all-in-one cooler, you will notice that the unit itself is very well made. The radiator is made out of aluminum and is connected to the cooling block by rubber tubing. The block is made out of aluminum and copper cold plate for CPU connection to transfer the heat. Altogether, the Liqtech has a very good straight-out-of-the-box impression, well manufactured and very tough. For whatever reason you would want it to be tough, it is. Before I go over the installation of the liquid cooling, I'm going to say read the manual. Don't think you can install it without the manual, because you can't. Now for starters, you will have to remove all the cords connected to your motherboard. Mind you, the computer is unplugged and in a safe working environment. Next, remove the screws holding your motherboard in and carefully remove it and place it on a non-conductive surface. Your motherboard box will do just fine for this. Next, you will need to remove the existing heatsink. First, remove the fan header. Next, remove the screws here, 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 and here. Then pull up the latch holding it in place. While doing this, make sure to loosen the screws in a cross pattern to not cause any damage to your CPU or motherboard. Now from here you will need to want to refer to the manual for installation guide suited to your CPU. I have an AMD, so I don't know what you guys have, but whatever it is, look at the manual. After installing your all-in-one water cooling system and hook everything up to your motherboard, the Liqtech 120X should start glowing blue on the water block and work its magic. Now for the part everybody was waiting for. Does this all-in-one liquid cooling system do what it's intended to do? Well, for that answer we'll need to look at the benchmarking. Today we'll be benchmarking with an 8-core 4GHz AMD FX 8350 Black Edition. For memory, Corsair Vengeance LP DDR3 16GB of RAM, and the motherboard being an ASRock 990FX Extreme 9. Starting with CPU temperatures, the stock coolant ran idle at 42 degrees Celsius. With the full load, the CPU ran at an even hotter 69 degrees Celsius. When switching over to the Liqtech 120X, the CPU ran at 24 degrees Celsius, idle, and under a load, maxes out at 49 degrees Celsius. Next, we'll be looking at the CPU performance. I'll be benchmarking with Cinebench Windows. Now, before liquid cooling, we scored 460. After installing the Liqtech, we scored 606. Both the temperature and performance received enhancements, but what really sells this is its sound reduction compared to the air cooler. With the air cooler inside, the sound reached 53 decibels, with an ambient sound of 34 decibels. After the liquid cooling was added, the inside hit 44 decibels with an ambient of 33 decibels. With the Liqtech, we dropped from a decibel change of 19 to 11. This reduction made a huge difference to the sound in the room. Now for the pros and cons of this system. Cons: with relatively tough installation, for beginners it would be a bit tough for you to know what you're doing, but if you read the manual, you'll understand it. This isn't the biggest problem in the world. Next would be that due to the thick radiator of 43 millimeters, finding an installation spot in your case, in smaller cases, would be found rather challenging. That being said, if you are one with a smaller case, look for a single thickness radiator suited to your build. With most cases, this will usually fit in a 120 millimeter fan area, which is perfect. That's all you need. Okay, now we're on pros. Pros. Decreases in CPU temperatures and decibel output are both very big pros, but the one I'm most proud of is its performance increase, which makes it worth it for me. Overall, Enermax's Liqtech 120X is very well made, all-in-one liquid cooler, and is worth the $90 put down for it. Well guys, thanks for sticking through to the end of this video. Really didn't expect that out of you guys, but you guys can surprise me every time. If you liked the video, of course, hit that like button. If you disliked it, go hit that dislike button. Tell me why you disliked it. Please leave a comment below. If none of those are enough for you, why don't you head over to my channel and subscribe? Until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't really know what else I'm supposed to say, 'cause yeah. Shout out to nothing, 'cause yeah. Till next time, guys. I will see you later. Have a good day, night, whatever. Adios.